YouTube. Welcome back to Scents of South Jersey with me, Kellen, for another fragrance video today. Today, I'm going to do a list video of my top 3 biggest letdown flanker fragrances to some of my favorite original fragrances that I love, that I was really hyped and excited about buying, and then when I got them, they were just utter disappointments on so many levels, and even after several wears as well too. I just could not wrap my head around them. But first, I want to say, if it's your first time here, please do me a favor, like and subscribe, and that way you can check out more content as we go along. The channel's growing, and I'm really excited, and I appreciate all of you who watch and comment and give me feedback on the video, so thanks again. But let's not waste any more time. Again, these are fragrances that stemmed from my original, the original fragrance that were obviously my favorites. I just kind of purchased them on a whim. I was hyped, I was excited. I assumed that they were really going to be awesome. Maybe I was bought into their presentation. I definitely had a buy-in because of the original fragrance, and that kind of worked against me in several situations. Usually it doesn't, but in these situations with these fragrances, it actually did too. So, the first one is, a flanker of the original Acqua di Parma Colonia, which is just a masterpiece, a perfect example of Italian elegance, gentleman, fresh citrus, masculine barbershop, like the epitome of barbershop. I first got this scent. This is probably the one that absolutely kicked off my love for fragrances. I definitely had colognes my whole life, but this one is the one that got me into exploring different ones because of how much I enjoy this one, and I've gone through so many bottles. So the flanker to that I thought and assumed was going to be amazing was Acqua di Parma Colonia Essenza. So you can take a look at that. Really cool bottle. The black just looks really sleek, black and white. The presentation alone sold me on, and I was like, wow, that's probably going to be amazing. I love that one so much. This one came out in 2010. Yeah, for whatever reason, I just did not get into the scent. The opening, it's very floral. It's really not like that one at all. And everyone said it was going to be, what I read was it was going to be an updated version of the original one that is going to be more of a modern barbershop. I don't get a barbershop vibe at all from this one. I get like more of a floral and then a hint of rose and then this like instantaneous like chemical floor cleaner, some sort of like lemon pledge, and I just don't like it. And I don't think it's that masculine. I think this leans, to a unisex. It's not a terrible scent, but it's disappointing because I went as far as to buy the aftershave and all the products to match the scent, and I never use it because I don't really like it. It's not a love like it is for that one too. So the original one, in my opinion, is just light years ahead of this one. This one did not do it for me. It smells like lemon pledge. So if you like Pine Sol, this is your stuff. The next fragrance. I love the original One Man Show by Jacques Bogart. Awesome, just an amazing chypre, just green and mossy and just pine. It's so masculine, lasts such a long time, and this is the reformulation, and I get beast mode performance. So I had this one. I tracked down the aftershave, all those products for it because I love it so much. This is a bottle that I always want to have, and you don't need a lot of it because one or two sprays goes a long way. And I kind of cheated with this one because I'm actually going to throw in 2 flankers, but I'm going to count them as one. We got One Man Show Gold Edition and One Man Show Ruby Edition. I purchased these at the same time, but I'll talk about them briefly here. They just did not do anything for me too. We'll start with Gold. One Man Show Gold came out in 2011. It's a really harsh, fruity, like apple type of opening, and it, there's no muskiness to it. It just really falls short because it just kind of stays stagnant with that. And that's a big problem with a lot of these on this list. They just stay the same. There's nothing that evolves or changes with them. And I had the problem with this one, and it was really hyped to be this like insane performance. And like, I even have the dry down here. Yeah, it just smells like cheap soap, like really cheap soap, like not anything that like One Man Show smells like. They got multiple levels to that where this is not that deep. The dry down just doesn't happen. It just stays the same, and it's not something I really wear or reach for that often. I was really disappointed with this one. Ruby now, even later, 2013. This is I can't get over this one. Look, I barely touched this one. You can't see through the other bottle, but this is such sweet cherry cola, like fake candy. It reminds me of a Halloween candy red apple. Like if that's what you want to wear, like it's not masculine at all. It's very juvenile, and it smells like that. It's like some sort of cherry red tobacco. I don't get any of that. I just get this like cheap, like fake sweet candy scent, and it stays like that. However, the performance on this is really good, whereas Gold I don't think is that great. Everyone said this is 12 plus hours. It's BS. It's not that long, at least on me. Again, these are all my opinions. So this one, it just smells like cheap candy. I really dislike this one. But I can't decide of which one I don't like. But I will say Oud Edition is solid. That's an awesome flanker, but nothing beats the original. So, okay, so the third and final on this list. This is one I talk about all the time. I've mentioned a million different flankers for this fragrance. It's one of my favorites of all time. It's up there in the top 3, as I said. Kouros, the GOAT, the best. My favorite, just a beast mode in all ways, shape, or form. You could wear this all year round. Just don't apply it super heavy in the heat. This is great. It smells great on skin, smells great in the air. And they have a ton of great flankers, as I've mentioned in many videos. I was really hyped when I saw this bottle. This stuff, Kouros Body. It just, the advertisements, the bottle, it just looks like it's going to be very robust. When I got this scent, I sprayed it on, and I really wanted to like it. I tried, but I just couldn't get into it. It's absolutely zero connection to this whatsoever. There's no Kouros DNA in it at all. And that was one of the things that I thought saved a lot of my flankers for regular Kouros, is that they smelled like the original, but with a little bit of a different hint. This doesn't do that. It's got this really powdery vanilla, like something the State Puff Marshmallow Man would smell like. It just is not good. It stays that same benzoin vanilla the entire time, and the performance was negligible. It really wasn't that great. It's not super masculine to me. It almost smells like a little bit like feminine, powdery vanilla. Like, I don't really like a lot of heavy vanilla sweetness. A little bit of vanilla is good when it's mixed in with other things, but that's all I get from this. And it just was a really, really lame letdown. And I ended up, I got the aftershave and all that stuff too, but it just didn't do it for me. So Body Kouros was not for me. So I don't know if you guys have tried any of those flankers, Acqua di Parma, Colonia Senza, One Man Show, Gold or Ruby, or Body Kouros, but they weren't my favorites to some of my favorite original fragrances. But anyway, I figured I'd share that with you guys. Let me know in the comments if you have any experience with this fragrance, what you thought of the video. And again, make sure you subscribe and like, and stay tuned for the next episode. Thank you guys so much. Take care.